In France, and I think a lot of the European countries, at least the two I've been, no, three, you get paid once a month. That's it. In America, on average, it's at least twice a month, like every other week, or there's 2 set days. There are jobs you get paid weekly. And we were talking about how that works, and how we were talking about that because we were talking about tipping culture. Wow, you can tell my energy's back. Like, food has saved my life. Maybe I was hungry. Before we were talking about tipping, we were talking about Walmart, how Walmart does not accept tap.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Whatever. And then we were talking about like how just the whole tipping and things like that and what companies accept. And she was asking if it was a shock for me to get to France and realize we don't really tip here. I'm like, not really, because in Italy there's a sit-down fee, and I prefer the sit-down fee because your whole livelihood isn't based on your serving skills or if you're having a bad day, because people will not tip you for any reason. I'm like, because I've been a host, I wanted to be a server, but you don't get paid a lot, you're relying on tips, and I know the whole idea is to just make the company money, so their company makes more money because they're having turnaround tables, like their turnaround is high because people are essentially like pushing people out to get more people in, so the company is making more money, but the servers essentially aren't. The servers aren't. Stumbling on my words. I believe there's a Storm restaurant in California that is trying to change that, honestly, which I commend him because it needs to happen, because at the end of the day, it's fickle. It's very fickle. There are people who are great that do it for years. Like, people have made whole careers out of it. It's great, but overall, me personally prefer to have a stable knowing. And then she was talking about salary, and it's like most jobs in America are hourly. And if you are salary, not all jobs, but a good amount of jobs that are salary are kind of low-key exploited. Like, there's no off time. You're always on call. So we're just talking about that and how it's interesting, and living off one paycheck a month and then paying bills with that versus weekly or bi-weekly. Because I came from a job that I was accepting tips from. I've done bi-weekly, I've done weekly, I've done 2 jobs where I would get paid 1 week is one job, and then the next week I get paid by both jobs, and I loved that. That was amazing. But I never got paid the same day. It was just like a Wednesday and a Friday, but it was still great. That's just interesting. Do you have any words back there? I don't know if I can set this down. Yeah. Any words about the whole tipping thing?
Oh, sorry.
Can I zoom in?
Actually,
Yeah.
I told you like guys, I'm so sorry. My English like so bad.
Her English is better.
I was talking to her earlier about the thing that you have to depend on customer to have your salary. For me, that's crazy. I can't like live on a certainty. How to say that?
Sorry?
You're not sure to have like
The uncertainty?
Yeah, I can't live like that. I will be so stressful. So the fact that you have to depend on tips to have like a full salary is like crazy to me. I can't
And that's
do that.
if you're having a good day.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Because sometimes you have good days, and sometimes you don't have good days. So you have like, it's like so random, Some months you will have like such a good paycheck, and in other months not really. Hard.
I didn't tell you. Some jobs, if you're going to tip, you have to split it with the team.
Huh? What did you say?
You have to split it with the busser, the host, and something else. You have to, some jobs.
So I'm bossing my off.
Yeah, and you have to share that.
So I have to
And
share with the other? Are you
Not other servers,
crazy?
but other team players, yeah.
What the fuck? No way. So what? Imagine you're like the one who like gain a lot of tips because you're like a good customer, you work so hard and everything, and at the end you have to share with the others. What? No thank you. That's I can't do that.
Well, stylists do that too. Like stylists, like beauty shops, like how stylists, they bring in their own customers, but since, because they're technically being hosted, I'm not, like the beauticians, they're being hosted. So yeah, this is my building, but you're coming in to work at my building, so I have to get a small fee, kind of like tax essentially.
Oh my god.
So to me, I'm like, okay, I kind of get that. If you give if your tip is too large, the company don't have a problem with that. If the tip is too large, people don't like that.
Wait. So you have to be secretive about getting large tips too?
More or less, depending how cool your place is. Depending, because people are very competitive and jealous. Not everyone's good at their job. Like, it's too much competition for a job that we're all getting $4 an hour for.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because you can make good money. Like, I'm telling you, there's some days you can walk out with $1,000. Some days you can walk out with $2. Like, some days you might not even get $2, but yeah, it's just very strange. And there's people who are really good at it. They do it for like 30 plus years. Like, they're very good at it. They know everything's back with their hands. Like, good for them. But it's also fast paced. Like, that's the other thing. Since it's fast paced, it's not like here. Here, you're enjoying the meal. I didn't eat my bread.
You did not eat your bread?
I keep forgetting it. It's right here. But I still have enough for about 2 in here, so it's fine. They actually, like, look how much meat they gave me. It's just so much better. But they barely gave me a salad.
Yeah. That's great.
This is, like, cheaper and way better. So I'm probably gonna get more boxes from now on if they offer boxes. But yeah, that's an interesting conversation. I like having these conversations because
me too.
It's a different perspective.
I love to know other culture, how it's work and how people do. Very interesting.
Like, tourist is fun, but seeing the everyday life, to me, that's more interesting. Oh, I brought this for you to, like, look at it, too. I went to this braiding magazine launch party with my friend Mary. The friend that you have not met yet, which I'm like, oh my god, I have one chance I'll meet. We got these. Let's see how much we get done in 90 minutes. BRB. Would be part 2 of the study abroad programs. This will be part 2. Where's my light? Light over here. Okay, this is backwards. Is this backwards? Is this backwards? I don't know. I'm gonna do this then. Okay. Look how oily this is, though. You can see the back. I got chicken tenders. They said made with love. Leah? Hi. I don't know if can you see yourself? Yeah, I can see. Okay. We went to, I was gonna say the school's name. I'm trying not to say the school's name. I'm not trying to be that person.
You're pregnant, I'll like give them a shout out.
Yeah. No.
We went to school together in Florence.
Yes.
Only met like a few times, and we reconnected here in Paris.
The pipeline. We are at some old station.
La Felicita.
Felicita. It's an old train station that turned into a market. It kind of reminds me of the food market in Florence.
Yes, Mercado St. Janet.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
It's definitely like that. I had a brain fart because I saw a place similar like that in Spain as well. I'm like, cool. It looked like the same branding too. I'm like, this is amazing. But yeah, we're here. We're catching up, eating. I just got nuggets and some kind of pastry, and you got.
I got pasta.
I don't know if I'm sorry about this. I guess I can flip this. There you go. I can see. No. She was so animated. She was not real.
I know, she literally was a cartoon